How's it, everyone? Welcome back to another entry in my Versus series right here on OpenCourt. So today I'm pitting two very popular multi-filament strings against each other. They're both relatively cheap budget multi-filaments. So today in this Versus series we are pitting the Head Velocity MLT and the Prince Lightning Pro against each other to see which one comes out on top. Before we get into this review, if you guys like this content, be sure to overhead smash that like and subscribe button to keep the reviews coming. Let's check out the Head Velocity MLT and Prince Lightning Pro. So I want to give a quick shout out to Albert Murata over on the Big Island of Hawai'i. He sent me these strings to review for you guys. He also runs a YouTube channel called AM Stringing. He specializes in a lot of stringing tutorials and racket customization videos. Awesome channel, so check him out, AM Stringing. Albert Murata, you're awesome, man. So the Head Velocity MLT and the Lightning Pro Prince. The Velocity MLT is actually on my list of top 5 non-polys and I really like it. I've never tried the Lightning Pro, but I'm sure a lot of you guys know that Prince with their synthetic gut, they were very famous with their synthetic gut. It was one of the most popular ones on the market back in the day. So I'm not gonna go over everything about these two strings, but just some quick facts. The Prince Lightning Pro comes in at $8.95 a set, and it comes in two colors, a silver and a black, and it comes in two gauges, 130 and 125 millimeters. This Lightning Pro, I read, is also rated as one of the softest multi-filament synthetic guts on the market, so that's pretty interesting. That's pretty good if you're considering a hybrid setup and you want to protect your arm. The Head Velocity MLT is $11 a set or $160 for a reel, and it also comes in two gauges, 130 and 125 millimeter. But this comes in 5 colors: black, blue, natural, yellow, and pink, so more color variety. The Velocity MLT is also supposed to be a little bit on the firmer side for multifilaments. So we got a firm multifilament and we have a soft multifilament here. So this is pretty interesting. These strings are supposed to play very differently in terms of firmness, so I'm going to see which one I like better. Alright, so I got the Prince Lightning Pro and the Head Velocities strung up in my Head Graphene Speed Pros here. Just for clarification, this is the exact same racket, they're just a different paint job. I'm keeping it in the same racket to eliminate as many variables as possible so I can really see which string I like better. Also, I got the tension the same in both rackets at 52 in the mains and 50 in the cross. So let's get on the court and let's see which one comes out on top. So first category, power. Both the Velocity MLT and Lightning Pro provide a lot of pop since they are multi-filaments. I did notice a slightly more powerful response from the Prince Lightning Pro, however. It also had a higher launch angle, but honestly, coming from poly strings, the Velocity string provides more than enough pop. I really liked both strings on my flat serves. An 1820 string pattern doesn't provide much free power, so I definitely noticed easier net clearance with my Speed Pro with both strings. I also appreciated the free power at net where I could punch back low volleys deep and put away high volleys with ease. The Lightning Pro comes out on top in terms of power, but only slightly. The next category of spin. To be honest, neither the Velocity or Lightning string had much noticeable spin, especially in my Speed Pro and its tight pattern. The lack of spin was most noticeable on my kick serve. My serve sat up there for my opponents to attack, and neither string gave me that bite that I crave. It's unfair to compare spin levels of multis to poly, but this was a big difference from what I usually get on my kick serve. Advanced players really punished my serve, and on more than one occasion, they hit past my partner standing at the net. There is no clear winner in the spin category as both strings provided close to none. Next up, tension maintenance. This is another category that comes out a tie. Both multifilament strings did an admirable job at holding tension, and even with the power level being higher than poly strings, neither the Velocity MLT or Lightning Pro became springy and hard to control. Tension maintenance is not a heavily weighted category for me because I usually cut out strings after a month, but when it comes to these two multis, both will most likely hold tension until they break. Next category of comfort. both the Velocity and Lightning are comfortable strings as most multifilament strings are. I don't have any arm issues, so comfort is another category that I don't put so much emphasis on. That being said, I felt the Velocity MLT was just a tad softer than the Lightning Pro. I know that is contradictory to what I said in my intro, but the Lightning Pro plays a lot more crisp than the Velocity. The more muted and dampened feel of the Velocity made it feel more comfortable. Although the stiffness rating on the Velocity is higher than the average multifilament, I felt it was softer than the Lightning. Yet another reason everyone should simply try strings for themselves and form their own opinion instead of putting too much faith in reviews and ratings. Getting into the durability factor, multifilaments are obviously not going to be as durable as poly. Both the Velocity and Lightning multis feel a lot more durable than the string I used in high school, which was the Technofiber biphase. I didn't snap either string during the playtest, but when all was said and done, the Velocity MLT was fraying more and shifting out of place more than the Lightning Pro. I think the ribbons in the outer coating of the Lightning Pro creates a little less friction burn, so I would say the Lightning is more durable than the Velocity MLT. Next category, control. In my Speed Pro, with its tight string pattern, control is usually not a problem, and both of these multifilaments had good control with a decent blend of power. I really enjoyed both strings on my aggressive returns and ground strokes. I am actually contemplating trying more full bed multis in my tight pattern Speed Pro, and both the Velocity and Lightning have good control, and at higher tension, I think they can provide more control in open patterns. Ground stroke rallies are usually not my area of expertise, but I found myself enjoying rallies from the baseline a lot more than usual. The control level is a push, since I cannot say one was superior to the other. And finally, I left the feel category for last because up till now, the Velocity MLT and Lightning Pro have had very subtle differences in each category. The feel department is where the biggest difference lies. The Lightning Pro feels a lot more crisp and lively than the Velocity MLT, which feels more muted and dampened. If you're a regular watcher of my videos, you would know I love crisp playing strings, and the Lightning Pro is the crispest multifilament I've tried in a long time. I got that satisfying pop sensation in my arm every time I struck a clean forehand, and the touch on volleys, drop shots, and short angles was amazing. I just really enjoyed the feedback from the Prince Lightning Pro. With the Velocity, I can't quite tell where on the strings I hit or how fast my shot really is because it's so muted. The Lightning Pro gave me more information, feedback, and more confidence, and is easily the clear winner in the feel category. Some other factors to consider when deciding between the Velocity and Lightning strings are the price, gauge variety, and colors. Both only come in 2 gauges, but the Velocity MLT has more color options, and color does make a difference. The Prince Lightning Pro is slightly cheaper, and apparently you can buy reels, but they are harder to find than a reel of Velocity MLT. Prince is only stocked by certain retailers, so the head Velocity MLT is going to be more readily available to most people. If you are looking to be cost efficient and buy reels, the Velocity is probably easier to find unless you check the secondary market. Alright, so the moment of truth. So who wins this showdown? The head Velocity MLT or the Prince Lightning Pro? The winner is the Prince Lightning Pro. I'm honestly surprised to be saying this because the Velocity MLT was in my list of top 5 non-polished strings, but I think I'm going to replace it with the Lightning Pro. Although the categories were close, the deciding factor was the feel. I did not know the Lightning Pro was going to be so crisp, and I love the feel. I'm excited to try some hybrid setups with the Lightning Pro in the future. The Velocity MLT is still a good string, and if you're looking for a soft, muted, powerful multi, the Velocity will answer the call. But for my personal taste, the Prince Lightning Pro's crisp feel is the clear winner. Thank you for watching this comparison review of the Head Velocity MLT and the Prince Lightning Pro right here on OpenCourt. If you guys like this content, be sure to overhead smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on an OpenCourt.